In this strategy theory marathon, we're going to be playing American Mahjong at Mahjong time. This marathon will include 4 consecutive games. Our goal is to not discard the winning tile. Let's see what we can do with these tiles. We're starting out with 3 jokers. That's a nice way to start the game. Then we have a pair of 2 bams. I like to target multiples. We almost have news in here. Maybe we could play like numbers with news, or maybe a wind hand. Let's start there so we can pass defensively. All right, 2s with news, maybe like numbers. If we get dragons, offsuit dragons, maybe we could play a quint. Here's another 2 though, so we could play the news like number hand because now we have no gaps. So let's see if this develops further. We need a north and another flower, but we're ready to Kong the 2s. Although I don't know if I'd want to do a Kong with 2 jokers without having the single north and another flower here. Let's see, we have 2 brown belts and a black belt. I doubt that we'll see a flower here. We did, however, get like numbers, which is risky. Okay, so we're going left. Let's just pass 2. We can pass 1 blind. I don't want to give away a lucky 7. Apropos for this year's card. We're the only one passing short. No keepers, but we have tiles to pass, so yes. Oh, you know what? They're going to end up with a 7 anyway. I suppose we could have just done that, but it's good to practice defensive passing, I think. But I would keep going. Maybe they'll pass on the other 7. We'll see. Keepers would be nice. North flower. A 2 would be good too, I suppose. Well, we got a west. That's not helpful though. We do have a white dragon. We could potentially play a year hand, but we have no 4s. I would just pass it along. We're going across, so we have to pass 3. I would not give up a 2 here. No keepers. We can pass 3. So at the moment we have 3 discards, a hand with no gaps. Even though we don't have a north, I call that a vulnerability, not a gap, because we have the winds represented. We just need a north. And we have 3 tiles to pass for the across, and I would pass fully. Let's see what they want. I like to be reactive in the optional across. And that's just to control information. because that's how I roll. Okay, we want 3. Yeah. I just had a moment where I thought, oh, we could maybe keep that 4 for a potential year hand, but we let the dragon go. Okay, we're off and running now. We have 3 discards.
1 bamboo.
If the 2s are discarded, we should call. We're going to be in a bit of a risky spot until we get a north or a flower.
9 bamboos.
Okay, let's let the 9 crack go.
9 characters. 1 character. 8 characters.
I was wondering where that was. So now that'll be a good discard.
3 bamboos.
There's the north. I feel much better
8
now
characters.
about this hand and about claiming a discard
3 characters
with jokers, because now that we have that single, we have only 1 vulnerability here, and that's the flower. There are 8 flowers, so I'd say we're a front runner and we can take on risk. So I would risk letting jokers go in exposures
East
now.
Wind.
So if these 2s go down, we'll call. Then
1 character.
My preference is, of course, to draw a flower.
4 characters.
Because that would not be a good wait. It's a weak wait.
4 bamboos.
Waiting on a pair, especially a flower, is not ideal.
1 bamboo.
There's a statistic about flowers, and that is that
5 dots.
you have 1.6 chance of drawing them from the wall. 1.6 chance. And since there are 8 flowers, there are also 8 jokers. So that stat applies to both flowers and jokers.
Characters.
So we should get a flower from the wall. It's not a
9
guarantee.
Characters.
I have gone a whole game without
7
getting a flower.
bamboos.
So we are in a bit of a vulnerable position.
3 dots.
But we are still a front runner.
White dragon.
Okay, there's joker bait now.
4 dots.
Joker bait with 3 cracks. Let's see. Just confirming. 1 is out.
7
so
bamboos.
It is 1 is out. Now this tile was discarded
2
very
characters.
early. Okay, so here we'll Kong. Kong with 2 jokers.
Kong.
Not ideal. Let's let the 3 go. This
3 characters.
3 crack was already discarded, so that doesn't qualify
7
as good joker
bamboos.
bait because nobody was interested.
Flower.
Oh, that's what we want. There are more.
South wind.
Might as well let the 3 go.
3 characters.
Now, if we Kong the 2 bam,
East wind.
double Kongs, they're going to know what we're playing.
South wind. East wind.
I'd rather not expose. But now we don't have to. All right.
9 dots.
So we're ready to win on a flower. This is good. This is very good. Even though we have a weak weight, we're at 66 tiles remaining. So this is even 2 picks before the midpoint. So I think we're in a good situation. And also somebody discarded the flower and nobody took it. So we may see more flowers being discarded here. Or we may draw one. Oh, let's do, either way, we're going to raise a
2
flag
characters.
here. Let's see, 2 bam. Let's just discard this. joker.
Joker.
Because with one exposure, they're not
One
going to know
dot.
what we're doing. We could be playing almost anything on this card.
8
So
dots.
with one exposure,
West wind.
I think we're okay as far as revealing information. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, here's another one.
Joker.
At least our opponents aren't going to be using those jokers.
9 bamboos.
So there are, for our hand
8
here,
bamboos.
we have 5 visible jokers. There's only 3 out there that could be in our opponent's hands or in the wall. So my thought
9
is
bamboos.
These players may be struggling because jokers are very helpful. They can be.
2 dots.
I think it was the player on the right who discarded the flower.
Red dragon.
Not all the discards are from the player in the closest vicinity. 10% are thrown outside the vicinity of each player. Oh my goodness, this is really
2
weird.
characters.
And the reason I'm discarding these is because we have a potential for a pure
Joker.
hand. If we draw 2 bams, we could whittle these jokers out. Now there are 3 out there.
1 dot.
And we have 2. 3 jokers are out there. That's it.
3 characters.
This will be interesting.
9 characters.
My hope is that we'll draw a flower.
South wind. Red dragon.
Let's see, with 2 crack Kong, my thought is they're probably thinking we're playing a year hand.
Red dragon.
Oh boy.
2 dots.
Okay.
5
So
bamboos.
they hesitated on discarding that 2 because like numbers with 2s or maybe a year hand, there's only 1 white dragon out. And I don't
4
see,
dots.
let's see, yeah, there's a 4 dot that just went down. 2 4 dots are out now.
1 dot.
I see a 4 bam and a 2 4 cracks. So it could look like someone's playing a year hand. Here's another risky tile, probably.
8 dots. 8 bamboos. 4 dots.
If this player to the right draws a flower, they are likely to discard it. We're in the end game now, by the way.
8 characters.
I think everyone's on their defense at this point.
2 dots.
We got it. Mahjong. Okay, so let's see. Flowers. The flowers. Okay, so we have like numbers with news. The flowers, 1 to the right, 2 across from us, and 1 to the left. So that's 4 flowers plus our 2. There were 2 in the wall. No, 1 was discarded. There was 1 more in the wall. And we got that 1.6. So we made it. All right, now we have a pair of flowers and then a wide spread. When I have a wide spread, I look for like numbers to reveal a pattern. We have 2s and 3s. So I would focus on consecutive run. And of course, since we do have like numbers, there could be a like number hand in here. So 2, 3, 4 probably of some kind. So I would pass 9, 8, 5 here. Let's see if we can build on these little numbers. We have like numbers with 2s, like numbers with 3s. We have 1 of each 3. Okay, so we do have a pair of 6s now. So I would probably reassess and target the 6. So with a 6 crack, we could maybe switch to 3, 6, 9. 6 crack, I would let the east go. We could maybe do a 4, 5, 6 mixed suit hand, but I would not pass like numbers here. So I would probably, let's see, 3, 6 crack, 3. I think I would let one of the 3s go. It's arbitrary at this point. We do have a hand in here with no gaps using the 6 crack. 4 bam, 5 dot, 6 crack, third hand down on the right. 4, 5, 6. Mixu Kongs. Okay, now here we got 9s. So I would probably keep them and go for 3, 6, 9. Even though we have a hand with no gaps, we could potentially play 3, 6, 9 with 9s or 3s. So let's let the 2 go with the 4. It's a little bit risky because technically this is a gap hand. We went from a hand with no gaps to a gap hand, but it was weak. So now let's see. We have 4, 5, 1, 3, 6, 9 of some kind. We could play the third hand down, no gaps. So I think we're in a better position here. Even though we gave up a no gap hand, we have another hand here that follows the same shape. Third hand down under consecutive run in 1 suit, third hand down in 1 suit, 3 consecutive Kongs. It's the same hand, just with different numbers. So we could play that one too. No gaps there with an option. Now there's a 3. So there we go. We have no gaps for the second hand down now. No gaps for the second hand down. And we have our single pair. We have even the pair of flowers. So what we need is one good pick with 3s. The 3 dot, 3 bam, and we'll be set. 3 bam, 3 dot. That's what we're looking for here. I was not going to be surprised to get 9s back. We're going to stick with 3s. I think I would commit to that second hand down because we could pung one of the 3s and we can use any number of jokers. Okay, so we have east, west, 5. This is going to be a bit of a risky pass. We're 1 away from set though. I would consider passing these. Let's see what our opponent wants first. I'm hoping they'll just want 2. They want 3. I think we should risk it. I think we can bear the risk. We're a front runner with only 3 discards, and we can claim a tile for the 9 crack and one of the 3s. We just need one good pick for the 3s. And we got it. So we are confirmed front runner for this hand. We're ready to act on every callable block. That's my definition of being set. 2 discards. That was a really good Charleston.
9 bamboos.
Okay, let's let the white dragon go first.
White dragon.
My hope is that we'll draw these tiles
East
though,
wind.
because every exposure reveals information. You want to try to do it concealed.
East wind.
We want to try to keep it concealed if we can.
North wind.
But I would expedite if these go down.
South wind.
3, 3, 2 pungs of like
character.
numbers is not bad because it could be a few different hands.
West wind.
But the minute we have a 9 and a 3, they're going to know what we're playing.
4 characters.
Okay, let's let the 1 go.
1 bamboo. 5 bamboos. 5 characters.
I'm glad we don't have to fight for flowers.
7 dots.
Don't need 4s.
4 dots. 4 characters. 1 dot.
Okay, we're 1 pick
7
remaining
characters.
here in the begin game.
North wind.
This is the timing.
3 dots.
Oh, there we go. We're going to pung.
Pung.
Now we'll discard.
8 bamboos.
At this point, this is when people have probably discarded clear discards. Now we're getting into the point
Flower.
where people maybe have picked a few keepers and they're at least choosing what
1
category to
bamboo.
focus on. So this is where the discarding will get really interesting. And any exposure will reveal more and more information.
Green dragon.
It'd be very nice to get a keeper here. There it is. Okay.
8 characters.
This is a great place to be. We're just entering the middle game and we're ready to win on a double weight. We can win with the 9 or the 3.
5 characters.
So this was a great build.
9 characters.
There it is. Mahjong.
Mahjong.
That 6 crack was the turning point for us. Looked like we had another, well, I couldn't really see very well, but I thought I saw another 3-6-9 hand. All right, next game. Oh my goodness, we have a pung of 9s. Okay, so here, target the 9. That's a multiple and it's a big one. If you have a big multiple, I do tend to consider a quint, but we have no jokers and no other multiples. So I would take it with a grain of salt. We do have 3-6-9 again though. Here's 3-9, 6-9. So let's pass 4-5-8. 4-5-8. We'll save the dragons. I suppose we could pass a dragon. Let's see, 3-9, 3-6-9. We have 3 wins, which could be helpful for that concealed hand if we get other 9s. I would keep an eye on wins, at least for the first round. If we don't get any wins this first round, I'd break them up, disperse them. Okay, so there's a new multiple, 3 crack. So now let's pass north. Let's see, with a red, because at this point we could maybe even play that quint. Second one down, 3-9. We got another 3. All right, so now we have 1-8 white. That is a bit risky. We have 3-6 crack, 3-9 dot, 3s with news. 3-6 crack. I'm thinking that we should mitigate the risk here. Keep the dragon and let the 6 go. And I'm thinking that we could play news concealed with 3s or 9s. Okay, no keepers. Well, no, we did get 1. We got the east, and we should keep going. So I think with this, we should break up the 9s and focus on the 3s. Everybody wants to keep going. So let's break out these 9s. We're going to play news with 3s. No gaps. The 9 has a gap, so we're going to let that one go. That would be a misfit multiple right there. So we'll parse it out. We got a 3. And now we'll parse it out again. This goes to a different player. Everybody's going to end up with a 9. Somebody might end up with a multiple of 9s, and that's fine. We have a hand with no gaps. Right now we have 5 discards. So it would be very nice to get another keeper here. North, south, 3 dot. Okay. At this point, I would keep the 6 because we have some leeway here. Let's let the white dragon go here. 3, 6. That 6 crack probably will go. Jeez. Okay, no keepers. This east, we'll just put it in there. Okay, so here we have 2, 4, 6. They went 3. We can do 3. Let's do east. Let's see, east with a 4 and this 9. Now that 9, let's do a 2 with a 6 instead. 2, 3, 4. You know what? Hold the phone. Let's see. I was thinking 2, 3, 4 east, west. We've got to pass though. 2, 2, 4. Okay, let's just, well, here we go. I was thinking we could do east and west with pairs, but we have a pung of 3s. Oh my goodness. Oh, now we have a pung now, a pair of 3s. Okay, so here we go. Let's let the 2 go. So we have joker bait with east. If we're going to play this news concealed hand, we can use any number of jokers.
9 dots.
And then we have 2 discards. 2 discards with joker bait would make us probably a contender because we're playing a concealed hand. Oh my goodness. Well, that's unexpected. Okay, so now we have east-west paired up.
1 dot.
So at this point, what I would look for is an offsuit 2 or 4.
8 dots.
So maybe, let's see, somebody kept the 2. I think there was a 2 bam.
8 dots.
Oh my goodness. You never know. Oh, geez. So we have a surprise hand here, east-west. Here's a 3 crack. So I wonder if we could get an offsuit number tile here around this 3. So we'll be looking for 2s and 4s. We're going to, of course, pass.
$1 dot.
No, we don't need a 1. Now, there was, I believe, a 2 bam going around in the Charleston, and somebody kept it.
1 character.
Was there a 2 dot? I don't remember. A 4 dot is out. So a 4 bam would be an ideal pick, actually. 4 bam, 2 dot.
6 characters.
A 6. No, that's not good. Okay, so maybe 2 4 bam or a 2 dot, and we could switch to east and west with Kongs. Or
4 characters.
We could maybe play the first hand.
Green dragon.
Let's just see how we draw.
5 bamboos. 8 bamboos.
If the 3 crack goes down, we'll need to make a choice.
7 dots.
Kong or not. If we Kong, we're playing a gap hand. But we can use jokers. It would not be ideal, though.
5 characters.
Don't need 9.
9 characters.
And I suppose we could even just discard east and west. Either way, we have multiples that we don't need. We even are probably closer to the concealed hand
9 characters.
Because we would discard 2 pair instead of a pung and a pair with the 3s. We're 1 tile closer to the concealed hand. So if we draw a north or a south, I would let the east-west go.
3 characters.
Oh, here we go. We've got to make a choice. We're going to pass. I think we should go with the concealed hand and let east and west
South
go.
Wind.
Okay, so north and south are going down.
South wind.
Yep, there we go. Okay, 2 crack. No, we can let that go.
2 characters.
East-west will be safe discards if
White
nothing else.
dragon.
That's the silver lining.
4 characters.
And we'll need to use jokers for the south. 1
White
at
dragon.
least. A 3 bam. That's an option. Let's see, hold on. No, let's just let it
3
go.
bamboos. Pung.
Huh, interesting. Well, let's find out if they're playing 3s.
2 dots.
Oh, there's the 2 dot.
3 bamboos. 1 dot.
Oh, goodness.
East wind.
So we have our 3s.
9 bamboos.
So we just need to let these east-west go, and we need jokers for north-south. There are 2 south-south and a north. So I would say we could consider ourselves to be a contender.
Flower.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
East wind.
All right, well, we have 3 discards.
9 dots.
Oh my goodness. We're just gonna keep going.
1 character.
It looks like nobody's playing winds.
2 dots.
Oh, wait. No, we already let the west go. Or the east. We let the east go.
wind.
Now we get the 4, which would have been a good tile for
4
that
bamboos.
for that 3rd hand down. Oh, take it with a joker. Take it with a joker. Come on now. You can do it. Oh, darn it. So we're going to let that go right away.
8 dots.
We don't want to hold on to this. Somebody wants that 4.
2 bamboos. Pung.
Are they doing 2, 3, 4, 5? Pung, pung, kong, kong.
Green dragon.
We need to let this 4 bam go right away because they have 2 exposures now. This would be
8 characters.
a possible. We're going to let that go.
4 bamboos.
That is a tolerable impact there if they take it. Okay, so they weren't ready. No 7
4
cracks are
dots.
out, so we're going to need to discard that.
2 dots.
I'm hoping that we'll get some jokers out of the wall. It would be nice.
8 bamboos.
Oh, we got a keeper though. That's cool.
7 characters.
So now we're at 2 discards and we're at 44 tiles remaining. I would say we should still consider ourselves
3
to be
bamboos.
a contender because we need jokers. We need a
5
joker for the
dots.
south. If we get a north though, if we draw a north or even a joker, I would say we could be a front runner.
5 bamboos.
But right now, I would probably play conservatively,
8 characters.
especially because we're in the lead. It would be,
1 dot.
if we can't win, I'd rather have a wall game, which I think most people would agree to that sentiment.
9 characters.
So we're looking for North Joker, North Joker.
9 characters.
Okay, 6 bam, none are out. Let's let it go. If we're playing to win,
6 bamboos.
we gotta let it go if we're playing to win. Nobody wanted it, so that's good.
9 bamboos. North wind.
Oh, we're gonna need 2 jokers now. The likelihood of our getting 2
5
jokers
bamboos.
is slim to none, I would say.
7 characters.
So we probably should fold.
7 characters.
It looks really good, but we need jokers. And none are out.
Green dragon.
These other 2 players, no exposures. Exposures mean
2 dots.
opportunity for joker exchange in some cases. There's 1. So I guess
West
we're back
wind.
on the hope wagon.
5 bamboos.
see. I would say we could be a front runner now. Oh, we've got a winner. So we ended with 1 discard, which is good. Okay, so here we have 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 dragon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 dragon. We're still in the lead. We got to win this hand to keep it. So let's try. Let's try to get this hand here. Let's see what kind of a start we have. We have a wide spread, so it's going to be a challenge. I always look for like numbers, and we don't have any, but we do have a run. 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, dragon, maybe. We might be able to play a year hand, so I would keep the northeast. Break up the bigger numbers here. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, dragon. Let's pass a 1 with the 9 and a 6. All right, let's see if we can build up here. So we do have a hand in here with no gaps. All right, there's a 2, so we have our first multiple, 2, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see, with a 2 bam pair, we actually do have a year hand in here. 2, 3, 4 with wins. But we could also maybe do 2, 3, 4 dragons. Let's let the wind go. We could still maybe play the 1 suit Kong, 3rd hand down under wins. Under consecutive run. Here's another multiple for us. And we have tiles we can pass. So 2, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 4, 5 with or without the dragons. This is looking much better. Much better. 3rd hand down under consecutive run. We could do the 2nd hand down with the dragon. We could do the 5th hand down with the green dragon. So we have all keepers at the moment. Let's see, 4 dot. 4 dot. We have 2, 4 bam, 4 dot. That's really not helpful though. Let's see here. There's an 8. 6 bam was going around. I was thinking 2, 4, 6, 8 dragon, but the 6 is a gap. So we're not gonna bank on a gap. No. Let's see if this player on the left even wants to keep going. Okay, here we go. 1, 4, 8. We're gonna make choices based on what we have, not on what we hope to get. 2, 3, 4, 5 dragon. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 8. We're just going to pass that along. Although, wait, hold the phone. We have another option. First year hand. Let's give up on that dragon hand with the pairs. Pair. Well, I guess they both have pairs, but the 5th hand down, we'll let that one go. Because we do have potential now for the year hand. First one. We could still maybe, let's see here, discards. That is a little bit risky, but it's a bit wonky, so I would keep going. We could still play 2, 3, 4, 5, pung, pung, kong, kong. 2nd hand from the bottom on the left. Oh, now we have a 1. So we could maybe play even the 1st hand. So I would say, I would just do 2 in this case. We'll keep our options open. They only want 2 anyway. Okay, we have options. I would say we're a contender until we pick a hand. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 discards with the 1st hand. Let's see. 1, 2,
1
3,
dot.
4, 5, 6. No, I'd say we're an underdog. We're an underdog until we pick a hand.
9 characters.
So we do have a lot of discards. We have too many options right now. So I would keep these to see if they pair up. Okay, so winds we don't need.
East wind.
So the 2 white, those are options.
Green dragon.
Weak options, by the way, the first year hand. the consecutive
9
tiles,
characters.
those choices are much stronger. So that's where I would focus there.
9 characters.
Okay, so let's let the 1 go.
1 dot. 7 bamboos. South wind.
As far as calling anything, I'm thinking no, we stay
4
concealed.
characters.
I think we stay concealed until we build strength. Even a couple good picks will be good.
9 dots.
Somebody kept the
8
8.
dots.
Somebody kept the 8 bams. There were 2 8 bams going around, I think. And a 6 bam, by the
Green
way.
dragon.
Somebody could be playing evens with bams.
1 character. 7 characters.
However, if we do draw a 6,
North
we
wind.
could potentially keep it for evens in one suit. But since somebody's keeping
Green
the 8
dragon.
bam and the 6 bam, I think we should let it go. Otherwise, if,
1 character.
yeah, someone's keeping them. We're going to let it go.
8 bamboos.
See if someone takes it. Nope. Okay, so now the 7 will go.
4 dots. 3 bamboos.
We're not ready to call anything. We could have called it for pung pung kong kong, but
White
if
dragon.
another, yep, and I would not call that either yet. Okay, now we've got a little more power.
7 bamboos.
Just a little more power. I would not play the first hand under consecutive
wind.
run. I would, so in that case, the 1 can go. I'm thinking 2, 3, 4,
4
5,
dots.
pung pung kong kong, or the year hand at this point.
3 dots.
Oh, change of plan. Now we got a pair of
7
ones.
dots.
We have a pair of ones now. We could maybe play 1, 2, 3 kongs. I don't think
2
so.
dots.
I'm thinking, let's pass. We're going to let these go at this point.
1 character.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pung pung kong kong.
1 bamboo.
Okay, let's pung.
Pung.
So now we'll let the flower go.
Flower.
We're going to leverage our multiples. We have 3 discards and a hand with no gaps. We have 1 weakness. So
2 characters.
I would say we're a front runner on this one now. Front runner. 3 tiles remaining, maybe a contender. We're on the heels of front runners.
Red dragon.
We need 1 more good pick in here to get set. If we can get set, I would say we can be a front runner.
8 bamboos. White dragon. Flower.
If the 4 goes down, we'll
2
Kong.
dots.
So 4 bam, we can Kong. We'll pass, of course. So that'll be a good discard. The 3 bam, we're going to need help
North
there.
wind.
3 bam. Oh, a 1. That'll be a good discard for later.
2 dots.
We're at the midpoint now. We know what category, we know what
Flower.
hand we're playing. You want to know what category you're playing by the end of the 3rd wall. By the midpoint, you should try to
7
pick a hand if you
characters.
can. You don't want to straddle for any longer than right now, because you've got to start digging in and making a
8
commitment.
dots.
Okay, don't need wins.
South wind. 3 dots.
Okay, it'd be very nice to get a 3 bam or another joker from the wall.
9 bamboos.
If the 4 bam goes down, we'll pass. I suppose we could still play that first hand.
3 characters.
Let's just see what we get.
Mahjong.
Oh, we have a winner. All right. 369 hand. So we won 2. We have 2 other players who won 1. So we should still be in first place. We are in first place. 369 right there, by the way. So yes, we got first place because we won 2. Playing at Mahjong Time or any online platform, really. Mahjong Time, though, I think is the best for experienced players because you can practice hand reading. The reason is because of the scattered discards. 90% of the discards are in front of each player, so you can practice identifying what category they're not playing in the early game and what category they are playing in the middle game, and then what hand they're playing towards the end of the game. You can figure all that out by surveying the discards and monitoring exposures. If you haven't tried playing at Mahjong Time yet, look for my email in the video description below, and I can send you information about their 30-day VIP trial. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.